Hey guys, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this website here. It's called Auto Voice Profits, okay? And you're wondering, can you really make $29 over and over and over just for reading documents and then selling them on a secret website without you ever having to speak a word for yourself, okay? So there are many different ways to make money online. This is a Warrior Plus product, and there are a lot of different text-to-voice software. So let's talk a little bit about this and how you can make some money from this type of software and whether it's really even worth your time. All right. So first of all, it's a $19 product. Okay. And basically what it does is it allows you to write as much text as you want and you can convert it into voice. Right now, these guys are not the only piece of software in the market. There are a lot of auto voice or text to speech, that's called text to speech software in the marketplace, right? But the big problem with auto voice profits is it still sounds like a robot. Okay, so at the time of recording this video, and at the time of reviewing auto voice profits, it still sounds robotic. Okay, so it's not 100% natural. You have to understand that. Okay, so even though it's not that expensive, it's only $19. Again, you should be able to afford $19 for your business. You have to understand that if you invest the $19, will you really use this product and this tool in order for you to make more money? Okay. Now, one of the ways that you can do it, and I'll show you how to use this, is that if you decide to get it, what you could do is you could go to a marketplace like Fiverr, okay? And if you just type out voiceovers inside of Fiverr, you're going to see that there are a lot of people who are doing real voiceovers. Look at this person, right? So it's a female voiceover, American female. She's charging $20 and they charge a specific amount of money for a specific amount of words. So you can see here she charges $20, 3 days delivery, one revision for only 100 words, right? So you could probably do the same, but the problem is because you're not using a natural voice, all right? Her voice is going to always sound better than a text-to-speech piece of software, and it's no different for auto voice profits, all right? So she's always going to be able to charge more. So you might be able to charge a little bit, maybe $5, maybe $3 for every 100 words. You get the idea. Let's take a look at some of the other ones here, right? So we've got, again, an American female voice for $35. You've got some more expensive people, some cheaper people. We've got a professional quality male voice for $25. Let's just check out how much he actually charges here, and you'll probably see, okay, so $25 for 200 words, right? So he's charging a little bit less for more words, which is pretty cool, and you could do the same thing as well, right? But understand that auto voice profits is never going to sound as natural as a real human being. Okay, the nuances, the way that it talks, it still sounds a little bit robotic, which is kind of a problem. Okay, so this is one way that you could potentially make money from this piece of software, right? But again, when you deal with your customers are going to realize that it is actually a piece of software and it's not you. All right, so don't try and charge the same price because you're going to get a lot of angry customers. That's the first thing, right? We're not at the stage yet where text-to-speech software is so good, it's so natural that it sounds like a real human being. It's just not going to get there, right? Maybe eventually, maybe next year, maybe the next 3 years, maybe the next 5 years. We don't know, okay? But right now, at the time of auto voice profits being released, it still sounds robotic. You can tell that it's not a real human being, okay? Now, the other way that you can use auto voice profits is if you were a marketer and you are doing a lot of your own marketing and you're trying to create videos like for YouTube, and maybe you've got some content that you want to put on your blog, and you're a little bit embarrassed to get on the screen. Maybe you want to create an animation style video, a cartoon style video, and you want somebody to have a voiceover. You may decide that this piece of software might be pretty useful for you in order for you to do that. But here's the thing, okay? If you were to do YouTube, and I'm a big YouTuber, right? So I've got thousands of videos on YouTube, and I never, ever, ever use text-to-speech software. Why? Because when people listen to a video that has that robotic voice, it's got that metallic sound, and it's not natural, it doesn't convert because people know that it's not a real person, all right? So here's the thing, okay? It's not that you can't use auto voice profits. You can, and you could probably sell this service on places like Fiverr, and other micro gig websites where people will pay you a little bit of money for the service, because this isn't real service. Remember, this is an automated voice. Now, if it sounded 100% human, like a natural human being, then you could do it. But we're not at the stage yet where it's so natural that it sounds like a real human being. I mean, if you test it yourself, you'll see that it still sounds robotic, okay? And if it sounds robotic, people know, and it's not going to do as well, and it's not going to convert as well in your blogs and your videos, all right? So my solution is really to just use your own voice. You know, even if you have an accent, even if English is not your first language, I've got many students, hundreds of students where English is their second and third language, and they will still always convert better than a text-to-speech piece of software. 100% of the time, okay? So even if you have a European accent, you have a Middle Eastern accent, you have an Asian accent, you know, you have another accent that's not your typical American, British, or Scottish, or Australian accent, you can still do very, very well. It's more just about your confidence and your execution, okay? So I would recommend staying away from not just auto voice profits, but any sort of text-to-voice software that converts text into voice. We're not at the stage yet where it's natural enough for people to be like, wow, this is so good that I can't even tell the difference between a software and a human being. Now, when we get to that stage, maybe in 5 years' time or something, then sure, go ahead and invest, you know, $1,000 on that piece of software, because that would be amazing. It would save you so much time. But honestly, using your voice is really, really still the best thing to do, okay? So that's kind of my review of auto voice profits. I think that we're still in the early stages, to be honest. And, you know, if you think that you can make money and do well just by, you know, writing a few words and then selling it on a website like Fiverr, I think you're going to get a lot of very angry customers. So just be very, very careful, okay? And you definitely can't charge the same price as one of those other people, because they're using their real voice, so they will outwin you every single time. All right. And if you want to use this for your own piece of marketing, I think that it's a mistake, because again, people aren't going to convert. They're not going to resonate with your message because it sounds like a robot. Can you imagine watching a video on YouTube and the whole video just sounds robotic? It doesn't sound like a real person. It puts you off. You know what I mean? It puts the person off, and they're going to just click off your video. So if you want to learn how to do real marketing, learn to use your own voice. Learn to do real marketing. Learn to write email. Learn to create web pages. Learn to pick your own products, right? Learn to actually sell things online properly, instead of trying to take all these shortcuts, these little websites. And you know, again, you know, obviously these guys are trying to push the boundaries of marketing, right? And to make it easier for you as a marketer. But the reality is the best way to make money online is still to do it the manual way. That means to learn to do it properly. Learn to record your own videos. Learn to use your own voice, right? Learn to build your own pages. Learn to write your own emails. Learn to do your own tracking. Learn to pick your own products. Learn to generate your own traffic. These are the strategies. These are all the foundational principles of making a lot of money online, right? These pieces of software right here, these are all shortcuts that don't really get you the result that they claim that they're going to get you. I hope that makes sense, okay? So if you're here right now watching this video and you're like, well, Aaron, what do I do? You know, if I really want to get into video, if I want to make some money online and I need to learn how to do it myself, what should I do? Well, I've got a free 6-figure workshop that will show you how to sell digital courses to people all over the world. And it will literally teach you every single step. Okay, how to write the emails, how to pick the right products, how to build out the sales process, how to record simple videos where you don't necessarily have to show your face. Okay, there's so many different ways to do it, but you're doing it in the real way. You're doing it the right way. You're learning the right foundation so that you can really get results, instead of trying to take little shortcuts like this that don't really actually get you results. All right. So if you would like to learn how to do that so that you can start making sales online, start making real income, and then hopefully that income becomes a full-time income, and then it replaces that full-time income, and it, you know, quadruples, fifth-tuples, x-tuples, whatever it is, right? That's what I would love to teach you how to do. Okay, so if you would like to learn how to do that, go ahead and click the link below this video, or the arrow on the right hand side if you're on your mobile device. Register for the workshop. I hope to see you on the workshop, and I hope to teach you and kind of educate you, show you how to really do this the right way instead of trying to take all these shortcuts. All the best to you, and see you on the next review video. Take care.